Like,
Wave some to law, man.
no, man. Listen, right? How's
Hey,
everybody
twin.
doing, man? How's everybody, man? Robbie Khan's here. I'm a
Hey,
little late, but
welcome,
I'm
welcome.
present.
This your man Sheen, Robbie
Yeah, I'm a
Khan, man.
little
We to
late.
the point.
I'm a little late, but I'm
We
on point
finally
and I'm
got
present.
Robbie. Listen, bear with my man, yo. Listen, he's a dinosaur, man.
I'm a flying pterodactyl, man.
You know what I mean? Bear with him, y'all. Listen, re-up, right? We were speaking about guys that get up, you know? They get up. Wop. They was down, you know, they was average guys. They get up. They tax bracket change and all that. And they may have a girl, you know, a confidant that was with them. You know, it may appear they was with them through thick and thin. They
Right,
got years in. And then all of a sudden, right? I'm trying to get this light right. All of a sudden, it seems like they get up and they fire their women and replace them with what we call a trophy.
right,
Something eyes, nose, and mouth, slim in the waist, cute in the face, whatever you want to call it. Something to sport around and look good doing it. And they get rid of their soldier day one so-called joint. It looks like that. And we trying to figure out, why does this seem like a pattern?
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
And we
exactly
was
what you mean.
referencing Mustard and his wife. So go ahead,
Yeah,
Kyle.
I know exactly what you mean, man. In a nutshell, what I was saying, I'm a camera ride. What I just said, little couple 24 hours ago or so, right? A lot of them
Right,
dudes, to me, they be already suckers, man.
right,
And I don't know other way to say it. You know what I mean? Other than they ain't built for the long haul, so to say. They don't know how to carry the weight for the distance, so to speak.
right,
In a nutshell, to me, that's a sucker. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have to carry the weight from the very beginning. You could have stayed solo dolo your whole ride through life. Why attach yourself to a young lady for half a ride, and then when the ride start to get good, you shake and bake.
yeah,
She been there the whole time eating peanuts and mustard seeds. Now you got some cashews, some macadamia nuts. You shake her. That's suckers to me, Shake. I could never
yup,
co-sign a man. I have daughters. First of all, Raheem Allah, one of my daughters passed. And I have one daughter left, alhamdulillah. But I don't want nobody dragging my daughter or my daughter through no mud like that, man.
right.
That's a vicious drag when you think the good shit lollipop finally came in, the whole time is about to start to lower the anchor. He trying to shake you. And you
Right.
been his anchor the whole time, holding it down. That's not
And
cool.
and I would like to interject something. You made a good point, right, Robbie Khan, when you said that even if it was some gripes along the way, when you was down, you showed patience to them gripes and you
Right.
stuck it out.
Yep.
That was a real good point that you made, because if you could weather it then, you should, you know what I mean? Like, come on, it's corny, for real.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's a corny
You
move,
know what?
man.
That's a better word. That's a better word to suck. That's a corny move, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's a corny
I don't call
move.
them dudes suckers. They probably ain't suckers. A lot of them dudes is corny, man. I apologize, but a lot of them dudes who operate like that, y'all dudes is corny, man.
Yep, it's a corny move, because you know, like the end result should be holding one another down for that.
Yep.
You feel what I'm talking about?
Yep. For the hard, tough times. Yep.
And if that showed through in the dark, it should show through, even it should radiate even more in the light when the sun come out, man.
Yep. And
You feel what
vice
I'm talking
versa.
about?
Yep. And vice versa. When it show through in the dark, you should rate that situation.
Listen, we got some comments about that too.
Yeah.
Major 215 twin, Son Acom. He
Who,
said, we
who that
all
cousin
know a
was it?
real one would F somebody on the wave, right?
Right.
And he said, and that would never work. Them type of arrangements would never work. You know what I mean? It ain't authentic, man. I think some of them dudes they want to grab something. And do you think the women do that, by the way? Do you think some of these bunnies do that too? With the
What, shaking?
prestige, they get some paper and they fire they guy, they day one guy, and try to get a toy soldier,
Yes, but a
gym
different twist.
rat, money bag, yo boy.
Yes, let me tell you a different twist, Jake. It's a different twist. The average woman is not going to jump the broom and do it like that. They're going to jump the broom with you, and they get rich and get their pocketbook together. Know what they're going to start doing?
What?
They're going to start watching your every move around them now with their bag. Like this. They will get everything.
They keyed in.
They ain't going to fire you. They ain't going to cheat on you. But if you don't lower the toilet seat, if you don't put the trash out right on time when the trash man is already on the block, not when he passed my house, if you ain't got a car clean every week, you're subject to get an indictment.
Right? Now listen.
And she's
My point is this, right? If you got a soldier from day one, you call it day one. That's what we call them, day ones and all that. Let it be a day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down to 10. When you come up, you bring her up with you. You
Right.
don't fire that bunny on the way up if she was holding you down.
Right.
That's my highlighting point, man.
Mine too.
Now listen, cold beverage segment. We got
Yeah.
a few of them. Where you want to start at, Con?
Man, let's start with the cold one, man. That's the most refreshing.
All of them cold, but I want to end up with the young mean because I got something to piggyback.
All right.
Now listen, I'm going to start here. Steph Curry. Everybody knows Steph Curry. WAP.
Yeah.
Right? Steph Curry has a father named Del Curry. And what's the mom name, Con? At any rate.
Oh, I forgot her mom name.
Steph Curry's mother and father, right, are going through and just filed for a divorce. Now, it's been in the news that they was having problems for about a year now. And his mother first filed for the divorce 6 months ago, right?
Right.
Father follow up with the divorce. Father say, oh, you play the card. You saying I'm being an infidel. I'm, for infidelity, cheating on and all that, right? She files the joint, right? He follows up. I'm going to file now, too, because you was cheating on me, doing some illicit sexual acts with another man, while you was married to me, too. Long story short, the joint is official tissue now. They're getting divorced, and they airing out their dirty laundry.
Nasty.
Some of it is the mom is staying with living with a whole nother dude now. What, he ex-football player, something
Yeah,
saying, kind that she was letting tag or something?
Yeah, man. This stuff is nasty here.
And it's goofy because in simultaneously you got your son at the height of his career. Name ringing bells. Everybody knows Steph Curry's a household name.
Yep.
Y'all going to embarrass this young buck to this extent, man, with this messy stuff, with this divorce, and y'all infidels and all this. Y'all running around cheating on each other, can't guard your private.
Nope.
Way grown. What's going on with this? This don't look right. You know what I mean? And my man Steph Curry being real diplomatic, saying, yeah, it's a difficult time for us and all this.
Right.
Behind the scenes, he probably really stressed out about that,
Right.
man.
That's why he's not playing good, Shay. That's why he's not playing good right
What
now.
y'all
You
think
understand?
about this, man?
I'll tell you what I think about this, right? It's trifling. You know what I mean? My man on the road to the riches, you understand? Well, he been on the road for some years now. He been picked his coins up and he been rich. He on the road getting richer. And they want to get off the road. Mom and dad don't want to ride his ride no more. They want to make his ride become ugly. Now, I ain't going to use no more metaphors. I don't want to lose nobody, right? Excuse me for a second. This is going on. His mother and his father,
Right.
20 years ago, his father was going out the back door on his mother. His father used to be not a superstar NBA player at his level, but at the level of what's the boy of a Ben Simmons is now. Back in
All
the
right.
day, he was an all-star and all that back in the day, and he had a crazy jumping like his son had. Right, he was tough, right, and he had a outside affair on his wife at the time. At the time they was married, maybe like 5 years, maybe 10 years at the time.
Right.
And she decided to stay with him. That was the time for her to leave him. It'd have been a clean split. You cheated on me, stabbed my back, went out the back
So why you
window
think they
on me.
stay at that point? Because a lot of them do. Is it a compromise for money,
No,
lifestyle, for lifestyle?
no, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of women are honorable like that. That's
Okay.
I mean, let's give the masses the majority and let it rock out like that, right?
Gotcha.
And let the chips fall where they may, right? She had the option to go with the masses, and she didn't. So to me, what happened was the whole time she was holding resentments.
Ooh,
She
KD, the
argued
trainer,
with that
said for
man
the
every week.
kids.
You hear me?
He said they hold it down for the kids. Go ahead.
Right,
Good
but
one.
now, all right, hold it down for the kids. All right, but while you're holding it down for the kids, you're in the house. She probably arguing this man head off every day about he cheated and he did me like this, right? And now that she is grown, you don't know the whole time she might have been still doing the football players since way back then. And now she's bringing the cat out of the bag now because she's 50-something years old. Ain't too many women getting a new man like that at that age. Not saying it can't happen, but most women are already put up and locked in with something, not restarting anything, right? And she got a football player like that. Come on, man. And she's moving from one lane to the next lane at the same level of the game. It sounds like a plot to me, and it might have been some years in the plotting, and now he
I,
got catch up. He's saying, "I went out, man."
I want to interject something, right?
Yeah,
Khan,
yep. She
you
wants,
you often you often point out, right,
right,
when it relates to life transitions,
right,
men, women, relationships,
yeah,
as you get older, where you should be as it
right,
relates to settling and having a queen king like this, right?
right,
So at these people at 50 plus,
right,
carrying on like this kind
right,
is something suspect, period, right there.
right. I said it's
At a time where y'all 50 plus 33 years into marriage, all of uh this dirt, this filth going on at this point in you guys' lives in transition, and also at this point your son's life in transition. It is messy and it don't look right, man.
no.
It ain't coming off right at all. They both need to check themselves, man.
I don't know how to say it other than Del Curry he must have really hurt that lady some kind of way years ago, right? And she never dealt with the hurt. She wanted to sting him back like a lot of women do. Very vindictive.
At 50?
It can be at 90. She's still a woman and he's still a man. Some men still gonna try to turn the corner on women at 90. You don't think some men, Uncle Troy, gonna turn the corner on Aunt Betty at
Right,
90?
Gate Trainer. I see you. Hold on, kind of say.
Yeah, they come. I see the questions coming. I can't read them. Go ahead, get at it.
It's Sunshine Beauty said it's been going on. They ready to call it quits.
Right.
Right. But
Right.
I'm just saying, like, at their age, you would
It's a
think
better
one would
way of
be
calling it quits.
more settled and it wouldn't be this messy,
Even if they
especially
want to,
33 years in.
Shake, even if they want to call it quits, it don't got to be this nasty. It could be a clean cut. You hear me?
Right. At any rate, right, I wish everybody good that's involved, and I wish Steph Curry keep your head in the game, keep your head up, man. Don't lose track of where you headed.
Right.
In spite of what's going on in your surrounding cast, I empathize with all of y'all, right?
Right.
They got young boy 42 Doug, right?
Right.
The rapper. 42 Doug, right? He's supposed to turn himself in to do a 6-month bid, right? For a violation of his probation because they got surveillance of him at the shooting range chopping off with a 9mm. He wasn't supposed to be playing with no guns while he was on probation, right?
Right.
He's supposed to turn himself in for the 6-month bid, and he didn't. They catch him coming from the game, the basketball game, out at the Memphis airport, and they snag him. Come on in, right? Come on in, Buck, right? Now they saying he might be looking at a nickel, I guess, for being FOJ, you know what I mean, fugitive of justice or whatever. What do you think about that? I just was mentioning how these young bucks be shooting themselves in the foot, man. How they be having everything go on and then they sabotage themselves with this corny stuff, man. They gotta start thinking, man.
Yeah, right.
It's another example.
Unfortunately, right, Jake?
42 Doug or 42 Doug. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, right? 42 Dub ain't gonna be smoking the weed for a little while, man. You understand? 42 Dub, you can't be roll up.
42 Doug.
Yeah, but I'm saying 42 Dub.
Oh, Dub. Oh, you know what you saying. You
Yeah.
Go ahead, my fault. My
Right.
homie or something. Go ahead. 42 Dub. All right, let's
right.
go.
And, he got a nickel out of that. I mean, out of that little 42 Dub, man.
You think they gonna give him the whole nickel?
He gotta see on them little meatball joints like that, Shake. You always got brace up for the stretch. Cause it's really a meatball, a nickel.
They give him anything in between.
Yeah, so I'm speaking on like that only because I don't gotta do that nickel.
Right.
You understand? But
what y'all think about this one?
When I was younger, check it out. When I was younger, I spoke on it just like that. You know what I mean? Because I could have did that on my head at one time. You know what I mean? I don't recommend nobody take that attitude because that's not a good attitude to have, but that was mine when I was younger. 42 Dub, I think he's going to wiggle his way out of this, maybe like, see, he was going to chase, so he had no time served. They're going to sit him down for like 9 months, and he's going to do the rest probation.
See, this the thing, right?
He going to do 9 months in rest probation, I think.
I don't know how they carry them dudes once them dudes get some money and some prestige. They may carry them worse than when they broke, right? Talking about the justice system.
Right.
Sometimes they carry them worse. Sometimes that money talk for them.
Most of the time that money talk for them, Sheik.
From what I know about dealing with them folks is when you FOJ,
that's a whole different job.
And they catch you, they gonna hold you as long as they can because they know you're a runner.
Right, and the penalty is 2 years. The penalty on that is 2 years, I think.
What I'm saying? So, you know, I hope he do. I hope he come out clean because the case itself is corny. Why
Right.
y'all give him 6 months for shooting at a gun range?
See what I'm saying?
Come on, yo, he at the gun range. He ain't shooting at nobody, run around on the street. He's somewhere within legal confines. You know what I mean?
What's his complexion? And I don't mean light skin or dark skin.
Get you.
All right.
What's his tone? Well, listen, I hope he do good with that. I hope he come on out. I don't
Right.
wish nobody the penitentiaries I done years did, right? Ray J, Kim, and Kanye, they make, you know, Kim and Kanye and them, they walk in newspapers, right?
Right, right.
So listen, Ray J, this will come out now. And I'm going to give you what I assess based on what I was given. I'm going to give you hypotheses, right?
Yeah.
Ray J coming out now screaming the whole situation about the sex tape and all that. Listen, I'm going to give y'all the whole real scoop now. From the gun bust, the first time we played a card with the sex tape was all a setup. It was arranged by me, Kim Kardashian, and her mother Chrissy to get some paper. And I never had the sex tape in my possession. Kim always had it in a sneaker box under her bed. And she must got it to this day.
Damn.
You know when they said Kanye come with Ray J, he go retrieve a laptop from Ray J pose that had more sexual illicit footage
Yeah.
of them, was all cat. So they was playing this card again for some more paper. And I think this Kim, because they just started their new show. I think this Kim and Chris, they playing this card again. They smart, man. But now Ray J is sabotaging it because they didn't cut him in at all. This
Damn.
is my analogy of it.
Damn.
Because now he's saying, hold it, y'all. You know, we did this last time. Now y'all trying to do it again without me. Y'all get ready to play this card again in 2022?
Right.
It's all cap. Now I'm going to give you the real game. What y'all think about this one, man?
Let me ask you something one time, Shake.
Show enough.
What you think about, how you feel about Ray J on this one here? What you think?
Yeah. Hold, let me say what Meek say first. Hold it, please. Hold that thought.
Right.
It was arranged by Ray J. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be no Kim K. Facts. I agree. I agree, Meeks. Now go ahead, Kyle.
All right, I agree too, Meech. But in my agreement, in my assessment, since Ray J did do all that, now there is a Kim Kardashian, and Ray J is just still he still is Brandy's little brother, so to speak. And she's Kim Kardashian. And they both, three of them plotted on doing this together for some big bucks. But it seems like his bucks only got bigger by about 3 or 4 million. He did that not until he got these little earplugs he's selling. Right? How, what do you think, how about his real character? Ray J's character. All the stuff with Fab and all that. How you feel about all that? I mean, his whole character, his whole demeanor.
In all honesty, someone they come Safi. In all honesty, right, kind of always say this, put this out as a disclaimer, right?
Yeah.
Because I am what you call to them guys a spectator consumer, and I can only buy and what they selling, and I can only judge what's apparent.
Right.
I say that to say I don't know main man on a personal level. I know him off TV. What he's selling me, he got a lot of holes in his game. You get what I'm saying? He ain't the type cut dude that that I am or that you are. You know, I got him being the L7 that grew up with some fame and some money thanks to his older sister and other family members' success early on. So he was exposed to a certain lifestyle early. A
Right.
lot of them people in general, man, woman, child, black or white, I see, tend to be weirdos
Right.
because they're living in a fake world and they're growing up in a fake world, so they don't know how to keep it real.
Can I
You
say
get
something
where I'm
real
coming
quick?
from?
Can I say something real quick?
Yes,
If I,
sir.
if I was home watching you right now, I'd be typing on John, damn, Shay, you just hit that nail there on the head with the hammer sludge. With the sludge hammer.
Right,
Because that's what I would say. He's a weirdo. And I'm
right,
being nice right now. I'm being nice, everybody. Ray J's a weirdo, man. Because
right.
he should have more money than Kim Kardashian because a male,
For that stunt, right?
not only for the stunt, I'm gonna get right to the point. I want my people to know what I'm talking about. Ray J is a male. I mean, he has a penis. Kim Kardashian is a female. She has a vagina. The penis is worth way more than the vagina here on Earth.
You really believe that? Some people go
They gonna go
this
crazy.
this joint get ready to get popping.
No, but let's weigh it up here on Earth, man. Let's keep it always real, man. And this is something we can go right into our next segment from this one here, right? Because we men built the railroads. We put the babies in the women. They delivered, but we put them in there, right? And we built the railroads. We dug the mines.
Listen, watch this.
We milked
Can
the
I
cow.
interject something, please?
Yeah, and they do all that later in the game. They doing
No, no,
that.
no, no, no. It ain't even that, right?
Come on,
I'm
let's
ready to
get
go
it.
ahead.
Let's get it in. Come on.
Some may beg to differ, right? Because of this. Watch this. They may say the motivation behind all that building and digging and this and that is for that split. So the split becomes more expensive at that point. That's what some may say. And it go all the way back to Adam and Eve, right? Where we men were always influenced by the woman, and the women were always influenced by the devil, right? So the men come through the devil come through the women to get to the men. It's been happening since day one. So I'll say, some may say that the vagina is more expensive and more worthy than that in that sense because it has more power. The power of you. They make songs about it and all. I never heard of doing the power P. Now they saying pushing P or whatever. I don't know what they mean by that. But it's always referenced that the vagina has more dominance, I would say. And
There's the
some would say
reason.
big, you know what I'm saying?
But listen, all right, so let's get it in, right? Let's sharpen up each other.
Right. And everybody, y'all with us? Stay with us.
Let's
Yeah.
sharpen the razor.
And I want to get in this
Razor
Kevin
blade a little
Samuels too.
bit,
Go
right?
ahead.
All right, so PG one time. We have a female, you say, influenced by Shaitan, right? Cool. And you say the man's influenced by the female. Cool, right? That's in the masses sense, right? So overwhelming, saying the men, overwhelming, right? Even though they're influenced, and I'm a man, so I'm influenced too, that's not the reason why this place was built. That's not the reason why this place was developed. and created. Because if it was the sole reason why, it would be called the queendom, not the kingdom. We call it the kingdom for a reason, and the king sits on his derriere and give out, because he was out there building the kingdom. And while he's building the kingdom, he let his queen sit up and twiddle her thumbs. That's
Because
why,
why? Because
listen,
why?
Shay, listen. That's why the men take, what's the word called? Sovereigns. That's why we have sovereignty.
Sovereigns.
Sovereigns. So you know what I'm talking about? And if I pronounce it wrong,
Yeah.
I ain't smart. I just look like this. You know what I mean? Excuse me one time for being such a handsome man. You know what I mean? So we don't, that's why we have that there, what you said. And they don't have that over us. That's why men have dominion over the women. That's why our law gave us that over the women. Because of
That's
that.
a good angle.
Oh, that is the angle, Shake. And I know you might not want to agree with it, but
That's a good angle because it still goes back to, we could go back and forth about how that's even compromised when it comes to them women.
No, let's not get what they're doing. Let's get to the bottom line now. Let's not do what these ritual people doing, because they all got it all jacked up.
Right.
Right? Let's get to the bottom line of how it was created and how it was built upon.
You're right.
Let's go in.
No, you're right in that sense. You're very right.
The bottom line, right?
Yeah, that's to the point. That's to the point.
All right. Kevin Samuels, let's switch. Here we go.
Hey, listen. We're going to do Kevin Samuels, right? I want to say this, man. He was on a roll. He was becoming a very prominent influencer. He had 1.4 million followers on YouTube. He had a heck of an audience, right? Some like, some love, some hate, right? What he did. But unfortunately, the creators called him back. As of yesterday, man, he died from cardiac arrest in Atlanta in his apartment. He was with a young lady that spent the night with him, complaining of chest pains, fell over on top of her. She couldn't, she called the folks, 911 come, they couldn't, found him unresponsive, couldn't bring him back. The infamous and the famous Kevin Samuels has passed away at age 56. Now, some people were fans of Kevin Samuel. Some people understood what Kevin Samuel was trying to project. Others disliked him, had a great disdain for Kevin Samuels and the way he was trying to project it, because it was becoming apparent that he was starting to exploit the women for money on surface.
Right.
And when I say exploit, meaning he found a niche that worked, that got him the audience, got him the money, and he ran with it at those woman guests' stake. They were the sacrificial lambs.
Right.
Because his highlighting point was, if you want a mate that's worthy, or you got this expectation of a man, you gotta meet the expectations of a woman first. And I get that. And I'm 100% in agreement with him. But I didn't agree, and others don't agree with the way he was projecting it in an insensitive way to these women, hurting their feelings about their weight, height, color, your own off, welfare, your background, whatever. And I'm an advocate of this. I believe he could have got the same message across in a more productive, uplifting way to our black women. Some people beg to differ. I would like to know, y'all, which side of the fence y'all was on with Kevin Samuels and why? And condolences to his family while we're at it.
Yeah, right. And first, I want to give the same shout out to that boy Kevin Samuels and his people, his kids, and his mom, man, and the rest of his family, so to speak. And I want to ask everybody out there, to the point, homies and homettes, put your point up and help me cut some of this fat off the meat, so to speak, and some of y'all responses and while I chat along on this here subject, man. First of all, Kevin Samuels is my kind of guy, man, because he's a to-the-point type dude, man. He don't play around with it, man. He do just like I do to mine. I get right to the point, man. You know what I mean? So he almost, as the records is saying to you, either I like you or I don't like you. And you're going to notice that because I'm going to put my attention. He's not going to get too much of my attention if I don't really like you like that. If I like you like that, you probably get overwhelming amount of my attention to the point where you might say, damn, man, give me a break, give me a day, let me hit me back. I mean, I'm doing too much, right? Now, being a little more direct, he was very insensitive. Yes, he was. And
daughter.
And if he hadn't been so insensitive, I don't believe he would have got the same response, Shay. That 1.5 million followers might have only been 150,000. He used something that's called, I believe, the shock technique. Same way I became a fan of his, and mostly everybody I know started watching Kevin Samuels because of me.
Including me. You put me on Kevin Samuels. I want to put that out there.
I put everybody on board that I know of, right? Because he had a deep point that I've been on, right? I've been wanting that kind of woman. I've been wanting my daughters to have them kind of behaviors, and I always try to promote that. And I got a mother that is that type of woman, or was that type of woman when she was younger. My mom gained a little bit of chunky, you know what I mean? She might slap my taste up my mouth for saying ain't for any more than that, if you get what I'm saying. But when she was 17 to 30.
I need y'all feedback for this Kev Samuels. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. My mom was every bit of, I mean, that. Unfortunately, y'all, bottom line is he was talking some things about some women that some women they appreciate, and now they spewing hate back his way after he done, I mean, the law called him back to his place of beginning, you know what I mean? And now they spewing hate in a place like they wish he was never alive. I don't got that exact
That's
thing I
too
read.
much. Yeah, that's too much.
But I read something about how they, I mean, it's not that they're happy that he's no longer with us.
That's a little
and
that's a little crazy to me. But
yeah,
go ahead.
you know, that's some women's feelings about his passing, man, unfortunately. I think he was doing that, like I said, for that shock value, you know, but I never heard him say, and I watched him a long time, for a few years now. I heard him say rude things and disrespectful things to women, but only when he was disrespected. He might have said some insensitive things that made a woman disrespect him, but he just played us black men hard when we run across that kind of black woman, but we're nowhere in the position Kevin Samuels is in. Most of us are trash men, Uber drivers, working ShopRite, or looking for a job. We ain't nowhere. But we run across that kind of woman every day of the week who she ain't nowhere, but she got 3 kids. She working ShopRite right along with us. And we got the kids bootstraps and, you know, rub stinky feet all night long, and hard to get a turkey bacon and egg cheese sandwich made. So what I'm saying is, us men and women, that's why you hear me advocating men, man. We got to step all the way up. 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 We got to step We can't step a little bit up. We gotta stand all the way up. And when you stand,
And why? Bring that home of why? Why you advocate that as it relates to this?
that's your question you asking me, or that's a question?
Yeah. Yeah, because you said that's why tie it in for me.
Oh,
How it relates to what Kevin Samuels be doing.
all right. I ain't what you asked. My bad. It because of this here. Kevin Samuels, at the end of the day, his insensitivity is just that. It's insensitive. And some people work off insensitivity and they look inward and turn it to a positive. I'm prime example. Niggas told me I couldn't talk. You ain't never gonna be able to talk. Niggas told me I was fat. You can't play basketball. Niggas told me I couldn't catch them. They teased me and I ran them down and beat them up because I was a fat athlete and I could run fast to be a fat boy. So when they would try to tease me and run, I would chase them down, see? And I could catch them at 13 and 10 and 11 and 14 years old. I was fast as a skinny guy, 13 and 14 years old. It was, people couldn't believe it. We got a friend like that the same way. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't put him out there, but think about it. That was me when I was 14, just like him. When he was, and you met him around the same age when he was doing that same stuff, right? Right. You know what I mean? And I'm going to bring it home a little more to you. We have women that are very insensitive to men. But they go a little further. They go to be rude with it. Down in the jungle, down in the trash can area. Not up where Kevin Samuels at. He get it too. But don't you think he'd rather get that from a woman that's a size 4 that he don't mind really taking that from, or do he got to take it from a woman that's, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful, that's a little bigger. You know what I mean? And they like to say that's juicy. Kevin Samuels say, what's juicy? Why you can't say I'm a fat woman or I'm a heavy-set woman? A lot of women come through the make-believe door, and he be like, just be real, because us men, we got to say, we work for the trash department, and I don't got money for lunch tomorrow. I'm broke. And that same heavy-set girl gonna look at us down her nose like we ain't good enough for her. That's what Kevin Samuels be saying.
Gotcha.
Let's stay even with each other and avoid
That was his
thieving.
message, right?
Yeah, keep it even, avoid the thieving with each other. Let's black men love our black women, and
But
let's
do you agree?
love
I
our black
get you.
men.
Do you agree that he was a bit brash and insensitive?
I said she cut the fat off the back.
Yeah. Do you think he was a bit brash and insensitive in his approach, though?
Yes, I said that. Yes.
All right.
Yes, I also
Now,
said
my other question
some people
is,
need to be insensitive sometimes. Sometimes that turns to
my
positive.
other question is this, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that he could have resolved to approach that in any better way due to the fact that you got 1,000,005 viewers and we always promote, uplift each other, black this, Black Lives Matter. We need to uphold, uplift, and be together, unity, and all the bull crap, right? But the minute of some bread involved, we'll exploit that, because I know for a fact that he knew he could have been coming off better. I don't want to believe that he's that type of asshole that he was showing throughout the course of his whole life. And if he was, it would appear that he has a problem with women
No,
in a
sir.
negative way.
No, sir. Let me show you why. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna use me for the example.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, first I'm gonna tell you how I feel about myself and why I always been able to overcome what people try to put on me, right? First of all, I'm probably more confident than you, right? But if we look in the mirror and your eyes, nose, and mouth, my eyes, nose, and mouth, depending on who's looking at it, probably say you're probably a little more attractive male than I. but you couldn't tell about our confidence, right? Because it might be even with yours, but trust me, yours is no higher than mine, right? I would bet that mine is higher than yours. You my man, right? And I love you. I ain't challenging you, nothing like
No,
that.
I'm with you. I get what you're saying.
I'm pointing out to the people. I just said you my man.
I'm not missing this.
Right?
I'm with us.
All right.
Go ahead.
So now you have a man, myself, like I told you, I'm telling the people before, I couldn't talk. I was very, very fat as a young boy, right? But my mother always
I
told
see
me,
you, Meech.
right? My mother told me, and I'm gonna tell the world this. My mother told me, if you don't wash your ass and you don't smell real good, you ain't never gonna get a girlfriend, cause you fat. And fat boys gotta be sharp and smell well and be fly. And when I wouldn't do that, my mama say, stop being a fat bastard. Don't be that, right? This is my mother being very insensitive to me, right? My grandma Francis, right? My grandmother. If I ain't come out and say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, right? She would say, come here. What I say, you gotta say to me? And now and she would say, come here, and pop me in the back with her backhand in your mouth. Pop up, right? Putting the confidence in me of respecting a woman. Get that? And I'm getting two different angles from two very strong women in my life that's putting all confidence in me. One side put self-confidence, and the other side is respect the woman confidence, right? I'm gonna bring this home right here. Kevin Samuels is now, or I believe, using that same shock treatment on some heavyset women, some women who believe they deserve more than they do, and some women who need to respect the king as being the king. If you want us to respect you as being the queen.
I see you, Meech. Go ahead.
Right? So when we men have learned how to respect ourselves and then learn to respect a woman, but sometimes we have to put our woman back in the proper perspective, right? And that takes wisdom, or would become a battle. And we're not supposed to battle with them because we already have more power than.
My man buffering. But yeah, I want to address some of these joints while he doing that. Meech said, I've been fat all my life, but had some of the finest women known to man. Facts. Okay. I co-sign that, Meech. You my young, and I know what's good. Now peep this. Meech, you said something earlier, right, that's real controversial, right? Very controversial. You mentioned something as it relates to this guy's death, right? And I'm not one to put out speculatory stuff. That's why I didn't really want to address it, right? But I'm going to say it in this sense. I've heard rumor, only rumor and conjecture. I've had nothing concrete to say that his death may have been drug related. I'm not trying to disrespect his family, none of that. Until something comes out that's concrete, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm not trying to stain that man's name at all. That's not what the business I'm in. I'm not going to go too heavy into conjecture. You get what I'm saying? So I know the people heard probably the same thing, you know what I mean? But I doubt it. I can't speak on that in a sense. It was some very, speculated and rumored stuff that some drugs might have been related, but it's only rumor. I'll put it right there, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna try to get Robbie Khan back in, right? I don't know if he on deck or not. But if not, we only got a couple minutes anyway. But this been interesting, man, because I really would like to know, and I thought I was gonna get more feedback, how people felt about this guy, Kevin Samuel, and his approach, how he was dealing with the woman when he was living, on his platform. I ain't really get too much. It's woman in here, ain't nobody rapping about it. I really wanted to rap about that because there's a lot of rap outside the platform. Everybody be, going in. I got a lot. I know a lot. Every woman I met that I made mention of this guy, they don't like him. But my partner, Khan, that's why I wish he would have, stayed on. He said that the women he encountered actually likes this guy and he influenced them in a positive way. What do y'all think about this guy? Come on, man. Come on, man. I need to know. I need to know. As it relates to how he dealt with women, on his platform. I need to know. And if y'all ain't got no rap, I understand. I'm going to say condolences to this guy. And whatever the case was, man.
Man, my bad, man.
I'm going to say condolences to this guy, right? Kevin Samuels. And whatever the case is, whether y'all liked him, disliked him, or nothing, right now, that don't even count with him. He, like I always try to tell y'all, when a person passes to that next life, because there's a whole nother situation when you go in that dirt.
Right.
Right? Everything here is left behind. So what needs to be understood, I think what my man's case in point and my highlighting point is, Unique Q, because we're using it as recording for YouTube, and it's hard to edit and keep clean. That's the answer to your question why we don't restart the live. But in the next week or so, we're going to be filming on set with guests and with y'all participation in the live, all that at the same time. We got a crazy hookup for y'all.
Yeah, I think y'all really gonna like it, man.
Yeah,
I want
we
to
doing something real different and real crazy. We had some good guests. Y'all can have some interaction with these guests, with us on the live, and it still be on a formal podcast set. That's coming up within the next couple weeks, week or so tops.
Right?
Look forward to that. Look forward to it. Now listen, before we go, before we go, I want to make sure I tell y'all, go to the YouTube, share the lives, share the YouTube clips and content, subscribe. This is important for us to move forward. And all y'all know how it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And pretty soon this thing gonna be on Spotify, all the platforms that host podcasts, YouTube. And like I said, when we're filming, y'all cats gonna be like live audience. Y'all gonna be on live, still shooting it, still kicking it with us. You know what I mean? So y'all with us, y'all gotta stay with us, man.
Real rap.
Talking about, I got a little scared when my homie buffered out, but I had to bring that beat back.
Yeah, no, right. I had my pterodactyl
technology.
wings on.
You know about technology, man.
No, it wasn't. That was your pterodactyl wings fault, man. I ran out of gas, man. Hey, Shake, I ran out of gas.
Listen, you gonna take the case?
Yeah, I got the case.
Guess why?
What it do?
You a staying up guy, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the case on me. I got it.
Staying up guy, man. I'm gonna co-sign that.
But guess why? I'm cool with taking the case.
Why?
I'm sure Josh Sim gonna be straight as long as you here.
And for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Listen,
man.
I ain't even gotta expound.
Right, so I mean, everybody knows what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
You already. Listen, we got a minute left, right? We want to thank everybody for coming into our world, man, once again.
Right.
We back at it Monday. We're going to always have something good to talk about. We're going to at least walk away learning something.
Check
me
this
tell
out
you.
real fast, Shay. We might have a dipping twist this week coming, so it's whole short. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we on one, so just stay with us, man.
Know
It's
what I
get ready to
mean?
go to the next level and y'all coming with us. You know what I'm talking about?
Real, yep,
So
yep.
this your man, Shake Rat. I'm signing off, man, to the point.
Yeah, how it back? Sound week.
I check back in.